Hello and welcome to Jimbo's Christmas message. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Now I suppose this video is kind of like my version of the Queen's speech, although I'm not the Queen. Many people might call me that, but I'm not. Also, David Cameron hasn't sort of proofread and basically written this speech for me. I've done this all myself and it's completely unedited. But first of all, the main idea of this is to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now I'm kind of glad we've got up to Christmas now. I mean the build-up's pretty. I mean, it's fun, but it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? I mean, we all go overboard with Christmas shopping. We don't really like doing it, but we do go overboard with it, I think. I mean, I got dragged off Christmas shopping just a couple of weeks ago by my fiancé. As a lot of us men do, we get dragged out shopping by his wives, girlfriends and all that kind of thing. We get a bit bored, and as we do, I went off wandering, looking around the shops on my own, while she was off doing all the shopping, and after about an hour, I got a call from my girlfriend to say, "James, where are you? You know, what are you doing?" I said, "Well, look, you know that jewellers that we were looking at on the high street, with that bracelet in the window that you really, really like?" And she said, "Oh yeah." I says, "Well, I'm just in the power shop next door." And I was just getting some fairy liquid. I don't know what she kicked off about, to be honest. But anyway, yeah, I mean, in terms of Christmas shopping, it is a nightmare. I don't like it, and I don't like it mainly because of how busy it gets. I mean, I went to the shops just the other day when I was Christmas shopping, and it was so busy. The mall was so busy, it was so crazy, it was so packed. I couldn't even get in the Lego shop. The entrance was blocked. Complete nightmare. And then I went to the shop that sells the soap, you know, Lush, the shop that sells all that fancy soap and fizzling stuff that you put in the bath. Well, yeah, I mean, I was in there, and then security came running in, dragged everybody out, and made everyone get outside, and apparently there'd been a bath bomb scare, so that was a bit of a nightmare as well. I mean, in terms of, like, shower gel and soap and stuff like that, it's one thing I don't really mind getting anymore. Now I've got into my sort of late 20s, I'm quite happy to get things like shower gel and soap, because it's the kind of thing I don't buy myself. What I normally use when I'm in the shower is whatever's there, and it's normally Steph's stuff. And I know that, I mean, if you're like me and if you live with a woman, your bathroom's more like a laboratory than a bathroom. So you just sort of take your pick of whatever's there. I mean, I only found out the other day that I've been washing my hair in bubble bath for a month. And them Lush bath bomb things, I've been thinking they were a pumice stone. So, and I'm kind of glad to get some proper man shower gels. I can actually use the male stuff rather than just taking a random pick at what's there and stuff, really. But I mean, the other thing I have asked for this year, I wanted a really good top of the range coffee or tea maker, proper the best in the country you can get. And what I actually got sent it early from Father Christmas, was Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg. So I'm not really sure what Father Christmas had in mind there, and why I'd think he was a good coffee tea maker. Not too sure. Of course, the other thing we have to do this time of year is prepare for the Christmas dinner. That's always quite, well, not fun, I suppose. But, I mean, some people don't always have turkey either, do they? Or they have turkey, but they also have something else. Some people have pork. I know they have pork with the Christmas dinner, and there's lots of different ways of cooking it. And we're going to prepare some pork this year, and I've been looking up the best way to prepare a piece of pork for your Christmas dinner. And I've looked on Nigella's recipes, and apparently she cooks with Coke. So, apparently, yeah, Coca-Cola's a good way of cooking your pork, if you ever get around to that. But, hold on a minute, I've just got something to do, won't be a second. Smile. So I was just taking an elfie. Of course, developed from the word selfie, which has been a big word this year. I believe it's got into one of the dictionaries. And Barack Obama and David Cameron even took one, which is probably the worst selfie ever, I suppose. Anyway, finally, I think I'd like to finish now on just the fact that I would like to wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Hope you've enjoyed this Christmas show. We might even have a New Year's one soon for you as well. Now, this is quite a big time of year for people doing shows and concerts and things like that. Now, if you look back on the Nativity, which I don't like to, I was actually once given the role of the donkey when I was just age 6. I was so young. I was given the role of the donkey, and to be honest, it didn't go down very well at all. I made a complete ass of myself. Merry Christmas.